A great Sunday morning. Hope you folks are doing well. July 7th, out here, episode number 249 of our 15 Minutes to Mastery. Let me get this right here. Sorry for all the glare here. Trying to reposition myself so you can see a little better. I'm in the mobile office because once again, I am out and about with these boys getting their training, conditioning done, but have to come in as we always do each and every day with our 15 Minutes to Mastery that we get you here at Manufactured Home Sales Master because we want to make sure that we're helping by giving you the information, inspiration, and motivation to get things moving along so that you can start off your day on the right foot. And on Sundays, which I just noticed this still says selling Saturday, I apologize. My gosh, you see those little things, man, those little things. Oh, get me. But anyways, it's Sunday recharge. It's not selling Saturday. It's Sunday recharge. And so last night I had this dream. Okay. And this dream that came to me on coming and doing something bigger, something better, and how we all need to do our part. And I'm gonna explain a little bit more about that as we go along on today's Sunday recharge. Okay. Corey, like we always do, and this comes from Ray Lewis, former Baltimore Ravens stellar linebacker, right? Linebacker, and talks about greatness. And he says, I'm pissed off for greatness because if you aren't pissed off for greatness, that means you're okay with being mediocre. I'm pissed off for greatness because if you aren't pissed off for greatness, that means you're okay with being mediocre. So, is it really that deep? Yes, it is. It is that deep. It is that deep. It is that important that we are able. I apologize for moving around so much, man. I'm trying to get this glare out of the way and at the same time keep this laptop from moving so much. But anyway, let's get this going for you. So, I want to talk to you about the spirit of greatness, right? And as of late, and when I say as of late, I mean over the last few decades, it just seems that things have gotten worse as far as the society, the public at large, relying on other people to do things to make a difference, relying on other people to do things that will inspire or do make things better within their communities or whatever it may be. Okay. And right now I'm talking about government, right? If you're relying on the government to fix things for us, I'm here to tell you, you are sadly mistaken. That is not going to happen. I almost cussed and I'm not going to. All right. But if you are relying on the government, you feel that any president is going to fix everything, they're not. Okay. We definitely need a change. I am all for a change. That needs to go away. November 5th, man, what we got right now has to go away. And so I'm not going to get all political with you, but what I am saying is this. We have to remember something here. The government is set up to be run by us. The government is in place so that they carry out what we deem to be best. You've got to go back and read the Constitution, and you've got to realize what the government is about. The government is established to carry out the public's will. And that hasn't happened for a long time. Right now, they dictate to us what we're going to do. And that's where I say you need to take control and you need to do things within your power, within your community, within your city to do great things, right? We keep hearing about the MAGA movement, make America great again. And that's fantastic. I love it. But you know, the only way that we're going to make America great again is by bringing back America's great spirit, America's spirit and desire to want to be the best, that desire that we used to have as a country to want to dominate. And somewhere along the line, that all went away. It got crushed. It got crushed. And I'll tell you who it got crushed by us parents who kept telling our kids that it's okay that they suck. And it's okay that they don't perform at their best and that everybody gets a trophy. I'm not even going to go into all that. Okay. But anyway, yesterday I had a dream. No, and I'm not quoting Martin Luther King. All right. I did. Honestly, I had a dream that truly, it was thought provoking, man. I remember it vividly, clearly on what I need to do with what we are building here at Manufactured Home Sales Mastery. Okay. In order to affect change within the communities that we serve around the country. This is something that we can do on great scale, but it comes back to having that American spirit. I grew up, look, I'm about to be 52. So I remember in the 80s, me personally, I'm going to speak from personal experience. I was really, as a young kid, okay, because in the 80s, I was 8, 10 years old, okay, and I truly remember being scared of the Soviet Union. I do, man. And they used to dominate us. They used to have their way with us. And whatever they were doing, whether they were doing performance enhancing drugs, I don't care. They used to kick our butt. And I hated it. I hated seeing, because it just was something else that instilled fear in me. Like, if they can whoop our butt the way they do at the Olympics, oh my gosh, maybe this other stuff that they're saying they can do to us is true. But when you think about it, there's been some great moments in American history, right? And this is just about sports, but I want to share some things. You got to remember, look, but going back to it, okay, I was truly afraid of the Soviet Union. And there was that bitter animosity. I could, everyone hated the USSR, right? And we wanted to kick their butt, and it was just about that, because that is the spirit that America was founded on. If you go back and think about it, the American spirit, America was founded on this spirit of not being submissive, of revolting against a government, right? And that's why in the Constitution there is even something about how the people can revolt against a government that is not carrying out their wish. I'm not going to go into all of that with you. You can go and read it, check that out. But man, think about moments like the Miracle on Ice, right? When the U.S. beat the Russians back in the Olympics, okay, for the very first time in ice hockey. You had things from back in the 30s with Jesse Owens going in into Nazi Germany and dominating, okay? Not Jesse Owens going into Nazi Germany during the Olympics, for the Olympics, and dominating, right? The 92 Dream Team. I mean, who could forget, those of us that were around and saw Carrie Strug with that jacked up ankle go out there with all her might and do what she had to do on the pole vault to be able to win gold for the U.S., right? I mean, Michael Phelps. I mean, this is domination, folks, that I'm talking about. And then you have people that just like to dominate, right? You got the spirit of somebody like Muhammad Ali. This that is just, it's like incredible. It's an incredible rush of adrenaline to know that you have that type of confidence. But it's not just in sports, folks. Think about what great things the U.S. has provided through its citizens, right? You got Thomas Edison and the light bulb. That, I think that kind of changed the world, right? How about Alexander Graham Bell with the telephone? And there's been so many other things that we have led the way for the world. Little old America, right? A country that was formed because people wanted better. People didn't want to be suppressed by the government. People wanted to take into their own hands, making things better, forming a better form of government. And we're going to get into this from here on out, because, like I said, this dream that I had yesterday really inspired me as far as what needs to happen. And each and every one of us needs to play a part in that. Because here's the thing, the government's not going to make anything, it's not going to make everything great again. Okay. You have to understand that message. That message is about Americans, Americans making America great again. You've got a businessman, someone that would be considered a businessman, taking on reforming the government, or at least changing the way we think. That's what make America great again is a way of thought, right? It's a mindset. But man, it's not going to be the government that does it. It's not going to be one person that's going to do it. It's going to take all of us doing it. It's going to take all of us doing it. It's going to take all of us doing our part to make our communities better. Because when we can make our immediate communities better, you know what happens? You make your cities better. And when your city is better, when different cities within a state are better, that state is better. And when the states are better, America is better. But it starts with that American spirit of greatness, wanting to dominate, not being okay with mediocre, not being okay with a watered down version of what we do in life. Everything that you do should be done to dominate. I don't care what you do, what your lot in life is. It doesn't matter. That's the whole point of America. You could come here with nothing, you could be nothing, and you could still create something great. Because that is what America was founded on. But it takes us doing something great, just the people that I showed you before. We all can do that. We all can do that. All of those people started off in life just like you did, coming out of their mom's womb, a female's womb, okay? And then turning into the people they became. And we can all do that. We should all aspire to do that. I believe there's a quote from John F. Kennedy says that that everyone could do something great and everyone should try. And I will challenge you to don't just give it a try. Go out and do it. If it fails, so be it. Figure it out and keep working at it. But do something great again. Be inspired to do more, be more. Execute at a higher level in life, in business. But start thinking outside of your immediate circle. I could be thinking about just me and inside this truck and those people, those two kids that I just brought out here, and my family, the rest of my children, my wife, and just say, I'm just going to take care of us. And that's it. But that's the way the majority of people think nowadays. And that's why the majority of people are waiting for the government to come in and rescue them. And it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Because it is a government of the people, for the people, right? By the people. And if the people right now are weak, what do you think the government's going to be? So it's more than just leading the world in progress and social issues. It's about going out and dominating. You want the economy to change? Go out and do something about it. Establish a business, hire people, put money back into the economy. If you're a housing consultant, sell your butt off and help as many families as possible. Whatever it is that you do. You want the overreach of government to stop? Then start taking care of yourself. Start doing things around your community. Help other people improve. Because just like that dream I had last night, it was all about helping cities across the country to do great things. Now I see an even bigger purpose for us here at Manufactured Home Sales Mastery. And it inspired me to share this message. And if I ruffled some feathers, hey, maybe they needed to be ruffled, right? But I always start with me. And I know that there's even more that I could still do. There's more that we can do. And that's what we're going to continue to do. The rest of my life, the rest of my time here on this earth is going to be spent pursuing greatness, because that's what it says in the Constitution, right? We're all created equal. and we have some inalienable rights: life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And we should all, what greater form of happiness is there than to know that you are great, that your community is great, that your city is great, that your country is great? There's no better happiness than that. So I hope that you guys take this message today, this Sunday Recharge edition, and take some time and think about how you can do something great again for this country, for your community. Start within your community. I'm not even telling you with your family. Push yourself outside of that. Start within your community. How can you do something great for your community? And then push it to the city, push it to the state, push it to the country. If we all did that, then truly we would reverse what government is right now, which is too big, overreaching, and telling us what we can and can't do. They are here for us, but if we aren't here for ourselves, then why would you think that it's going to be any better? And I know that America is still great. I believe in America. I believe in the United States of America. And I believe in you. You may not believe in yourself yet. You may not even know what to do. See, I can barely take care of myself. I mean, I've been there. Sometimes right now, I can't even take care of myself. But we got to keep going. We got to keep moving. We got to keep pushing along. But it takes starting small. Challenge yourself more. Challenge yourself with a purpose. Challenge your kids. Let's make our children great again. Let's bring back that competitive attitude. Let's bring back that competitive spirit. Let's bring back the desire and pursuit of greatness. And sometimes they're going to lose, man. My kids lose all the time. Not all the time, but they lose time to time. It happens to them. They lose. They fall on their face. This past tournament, they stunk it up. But you know what? Now it gives them something to work at, to continue to get better. And that's what life's about. So I hope you guys have a great Sunday. Take some time and share this message. Share this message, because it's not the government's job to make us great again, which is still a great message and it's still a great inspiration. That whole make America great again, right? That we're needing, that we're wanting, that we should have in place right now is simply to ignite the spirit within us so that we can make America great again. It's not about the government, folks. The government is never going to be able to truly make it happen if we're not making it happen. So you go out and do something great again. Push yourself, challenge yourself, and how can you make a change within your community? Start right there. And if there's any way that we can help out here at Manufactured Home Sales and Master, man, if you just spitballing ideas, I'd love to hear what those are. All right, because you've got a partner in us out here. You guys enjoy your Sunday. I'll be heading back on the road later today. But we'll be back in here tomorrow with another 15 minutes to mastery. And we're going to build on this, do something great again, okay? And keep bringing you that messaging, because that's part of our responsibility here, all right? You guys have a great Sunday. And as always, I can't wait to meet you.